Hey traders, this is John Howell here with you today, and this is just a bit of a market update, a bit of a recap of what's happening in the market right now. And we're just going to see what the market's doing right now and what the market could be doing moving forward. Just a bit of an update to show you, so you can be so you can stay updated with the actual market itself. Okay, so what we're looking at right now, we're looking at a weekly chart of the S&P 500. Okay, this is the S&P 500, and right now in the market itself, there's a lot of doom and gloom in the market right now. Okay, people, a lot of companies, a lot of fundamentalists, a lot of people out there, they're really coming out with a lot of bad news. A lot, watch out. This is the end. This is when the market starts crashing. This is when the market starts going down. Okay, and I'm not sure if that's the case yet. I do believe we're likely to get another pullback, but I don't believe that's the case as yet. Okay, I'm not really seeing it on the charts, and so what I like to do is I like to actually view the charts and see for what the charts are telling me, not what I hope the charts are telling me. Okay, so let's go have a look at the charts right now. And this is the S&P 500. As I said, we're looking at a weekly chart here. And if I just open my chart up a bit more here, we can clearly see a couple of things going on. Okay, if I just fix this trend line up, you can clearly see a couple of things, can't we? We can see that we've had a bit of a starter point down here, bit of support through here, and also what happened recently, right? If I just move this up closer, you can see that the exact same trend line through there. You can see the market came down, bounced off that trend line, and continued up. When every single person was screaming out there, I was saying, no, don't go bearish yet, okay? Be protected, but don't go bearish yet. Another reason why is because we had this big, long-term, weekly trend line through here, and here. You can clearly see the support level through there. Okay, and you also clearly see the support level through there. And so I was saying to all my traders, listen, don't do that yet. Don't turn bearish yet. Okay, this is not the start of the down move yet. We just don't know that. And so what happened? You can see the market ran down straight down toward that trend line through there and bounced off and continued up. Now moving forward, you can see we're actually in a very, very big, if I squeeze this chart a bit more, you can see from afar, you can actually see we're in a very, very big steep channel through the high side. Okay, so this here could be just a bit of a pullback before the continuation on the actual high side itself. Okay, now moving forward, what we have here is we have something interesting. We can see this is the weekly chart. We have the 200 moving average, which is the purple line, and this sort of blue line is just a 52 moving average. And you can clearly see the market's clearly above both moving averages. All right, so that's clearly telling me the bulls are still in control. Overall, the buyers are still in control, and so Don't be listening to the doom and gloom out there. Say this is the market's going to crash. The market's going to crash. Wait for the charts to tell you that it's likely to turn around. And one of those indicators for the markets to turn around is obviously what happened in the 2008 crash through here. What happened? We actually started to really break below the 52. And what did we start to do? We started to really create, what are these? Little peaks and a lower peak, and we started to create troughs. We started to create this trough here, and we also had a lower trough here. And so we started to create lower peaks all the way down, and we started to create lower troughs all the way down. If the weekly chart is not creating lower peaks and lower troughs, then don't believe the doom and gloom. Okay, just do not believe it. But if this is the start of if this is the lower peak here, the market runs down, makes a lower trough, and runs up, makes a lower peak, then this overall point here could be the start of a down move, but not yet. Okay, we need to learn to read the charts. We need to listen to the charts first, and then we trade it from there. Okay, too many traders say, oh, the market's going to crash, because they listen to someone else. No, just use simple things like moving averages, use the peaks and troughs, and see what's really going on in the market. Okay, and the reason why I like analyzing the US market is because if something's going to happen in the US market's going to pull back, the Australian market's going to pull back as well too. Okay, so that's why I like really analyzing the S&P 500 and also the Dow Jones as well. Okay, but this video we're going to really focus more on the S&P 500. Now that's the longer term trend. Okay, longer term trend, we're clearly up, clearly stepping higher, and we're really making some big ground through there. Okay, now if we move forward now, and if we just have a look at a daily chart, let's move over to a daily chart now. And what I want to do is I want to show you the daily chart, but I want to show you the daily chart in a way of what's happening right now in a sort of like a short-term time frame as well too, okay? A short-term view, should I say. And what we're looking at right now, we can see we clearly have sort of a support resistance trend line going down through here, okay? And we just pull that down a little bit more so we can get it right into that level there. And like so, okay, we clearly see we have a good strong support on the resistance line through there. Okay, we clearly see that we had all this support level through here, a resistance should I say, and then we came down, had a bit of a bounce down through here, and now it's taken off to the high side. Okay, so that's actually showing a lot of strength. But what's actually happened is, what's not showing a lot of strength is that if I squeeze this chart, if I open this chart right up, you can clearly see we had, market came down, bounced off this trend line here, and then took off to the high side. But then the market did open and came straight back down. That is not a good sign, okay? Now if I zoom my chart out a bit more, as I'm opening this chart out, I'm going to zoom out to the full screen now, and I'm going to show you a few interesting things here, okay? If I look at my, if I move my chart up through here, okay, and if I move my RSI up, this is the RSI overlaid with a 52 moving average. And the way I like to use this is simply put that if the RSI is above the 52 moving average, it's bullish. If it's below, it's bearish, and so on and so forth, okay? But also use the top ranges, like up here, for example. You can see once the RSI gets up towards the top here, we start to really get to we really start to get into reversal. You can see the market reversed here as the market got up to this point here. Market reversed here as it got up to the point. And what's happening right now, you can see the RSI is getting right into that point right now. So that could mean a reversal. I don't know if it's going to be a reversal, but it could mean a reversal, okay? And then obviously, lastly, we're looking at our stochastics here, okay? And you clearly see the exact same thing, right? If we get back over this whole 70 line here, or should I say 80 line, well then what happens is we generally get a bit of a turn, okay? It doesn't mean the whole market's going to turn, okay? Remember, the weekly chart says completely bullish, stay bullish, okay? If you long-term buy and hold, yes, stay buy, if you want to stay, it says, I would say, feel very comfortable for more upside. The chart hasn't told me yet more downside. But if we look at this chart through here, you can see this whole RSI pointing up over here and starting to curl back down. That's when we started to have the down move through there, okay? And plus, what do we have? Where do we have the RSI right now? So we have the RSI up here. We have the RSI getting close to its sort of range bound, the sort of limit to when it starts to sort of peak. We're also getting to a point of the stochastics getting over here as well too, okay? So that's telling me that we're starting to really falter here. You can see, and the price action struggled to push higher and then came straight back down through here. It's showing me that the market's really struggling to push higher. So we could, for the short term, see a short-term pullback through here. But overall, on the short-term basis, what are we seeing here? We're clearly seeing the market stair-stepping higher. We had this enormous run up out of this level, and now we've come through here, okay? And so the market is clearly showing more upside and more bullishness with this market, okay? So do not think this market's going to crash for one iota at the moment, okay? Listen to the charts, read the charts, and you can learn how to do that much more through if you come to my website, which is tradinginvesting4u.com. You know, I've got a 90-minute video there showing you some amazing strategies and techniques. Come down and check out that video and all the other free videos I'm giving out right now as well. So make sure you come down to tradinginvesting4u.com and we can do that. Okay, now if we're looking at the weekly chart, if that's a big if we move this chart over more, and I'm just going to move these indicators down now, and if we do see this overall point here being the point and then the continuation down, if we do start to see something like this, market sort of breaks down through there, and we do start to see a lower peak through here, okay, so we have like a bit of a point up here, a peak, we have a trough down here, we have a peak up here, whoops, wrong one, a peak. If this was the peak up here, and if the market did run down through here, and then the market came down and made a lower trough, this is when I'd start to get really worried, okay? So if you long-term buy and hold the market, don't be scared right now, but continue moving higher. But if we did start to see this price action, that to me is a sign of markets very, very weak, and this is the first sign, as you can tell, if we squeeze our chart up and move our chart over, what happened over here? This is the breakdown through here, right? This is the whole crash through here. We had a peak, okay? We're making higher peaks, higher troughs, high trough here, higher peak, high peak, high trough, high peak, trough. What do we have here? We had a lower trough then, and then we had a peak, a lower peak, and then another lower peak through here. Peak, low peak, low peak, low trough, low trough. That was the start of the down move, right? That's the start of the down move. So if we start to get lower peaks and lower troughs on the weekly chart, keep an eye out for that, okay? Because that's going to be where the market might be potentially starting to have another crash. But for now, do not think the market's going to be down and out, okay? So make sure that you come down to tradinginvestingforyou.com and make sure that you check us out as we're doing all this sort of stuff on a regular basis to help you and serve you through videos, cheat sheets, and reports and guidelines as well too. So, okay, that's it for me, guys. Thanks very much. And I've also, on the end of this video, I'm also going to put something special for you that I watch on a regular basis, and it really does serve me, and it really does get me juiced and ready to go for the day. So I hope you enjoyed the next video clip. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you now understand what's really going on with this market, because I just really want to teach you and show you that, hey, don't listen to the doom and gloom out there, okay? Educate yourselves on the markets, educate yourselves on what's happening in the markets right now, and it can really do a lot, okay? It really do a lot for you. So there you go, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Please stay tuned for my next video, which will be coming in the next couple of days. And also, I hope you enjoy the next video clip.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. I'm gonna show you how great I am. All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no. After you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people don't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children. It's not just in some of us, it's in every one of us. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, so are they. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
All you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.